This website's making over $100,000 every month by just letting therapists put their contact information on the website. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily create your own directory website in just a few minutes without any coding experience. And then I'll show you a simple automated outreach strategy so you can have people paying you every single month to have their business listed on your directory. So first things first, if you don't know what a directory website is, essentially it's just a very easy way for you to be able to search and find people who are listed on that website. So in this case, this is a therapy website, and you go here if you are trying to find a therapist. So if I type in, let's say, therapists in New York, and then we're going to look up, let's say, New York City. And if I do search, you can see that there's 426 results. So 426 people that have been listed onto this website. We can see things like their phone number, we can email them. This directory has some information, things like what is their profession and what are they licensed in, a little bit about them, as well as any other information that you want to put on the website essentially. From the directory, you can also go to the person's website, so we can technically just do business directly with this person. Now, one of the primary ways that these directories are able to make money is through people signing up and actually paying to get listed on it. You can see here when I click on sign up and get listed, we have some different packages that therapists can choose from in order to get listed on the website, and there's different perks. So they could pay, let's say, $31 a month, and that basically just lets them get listed on this directory so they can obtain new clients. So if I'm a therapist and I'm trying to get business, it's going to be difficult maybe for me to find new clients. But if I list my business on, let's say, goodtherapy.org, now my name is more likely to show up if somebody goes to goodtherapy.org and they type in New York and they find my contact information. And there's different packages that me as a therapist could choose from. I could pay, let's say, $41 and I get continuing education credits, or I pay $50 a month and I can actually do things like book and schedule clients directly from this website. I get a client portal, billing, and some other benefits. Now, obviously, if therapists are going to be paying you to get listed on a directory, it's because they're hopefully going to be able to see a return on their investment. They're going to be able to have people visiting your directory, and then people are going to maybe contact them. So if we use a tool like SimilarWeb, we can see the traffic on this website, and this website's getting a lot of monthly traffic. You can see here in the last 28 days, they've gotten 650,000 views on their website. You can see here that 74% of website traffic is through organic search. Unlike most people, you go to Google and then you look up something like therapist near me, and that's how people end up finding this website. But the most powerful thing about a directory is all of the long tail keywords that you can rank for on Google. If I click on Alabama, for example, we can see all of the different counties within Alabama. So if I click on Birmingham, Alabama, then we can scroll down and see all these therapists who are ranking for Birmingham, Alabama. If I copy, find a therapist near Birmingham, Alabama, let's go to incognito and just type into Google. And then if I scroll down, you can see here, Good Therapy shows up, find therapists and counselors near Birmingham, Alabama. We click on that and it brings us right back to this site. So obviously this doesn't just have to be for therapy. It could be for real estate agents. It could be for solar companies. It could be for orthodontists. A directory could be literally for anything, and you're able to rank higher in search because you are targeting this specific keyword. Therapists in Birmingham, Alabama. Solar installers in Birmingham, Alabama. Orthodontists in Birmingham, Alabama. And all you're really doing is going through every state and finding the different counties, the different areas that people would be looking up, and then you're creating those long tail keywords for that specific area, and then you just reach out to the people who you want on that directory. So all of these people may have been reached out to by Good Therapy, or they found Good Therapy themselves and they signed up because they wanted to get listed on this website and also rank in Google. So you might be saying, okay, Julian, I know how a directory works and how it makes money, but I don't know how to create my own directory. Well, luckily for you, I found a tool where you can create a directory in just a few minutes. So this tool is called Brilliant Directories. You can create professional membership sites and business directories. You can launch in minutes. It's an all-in-one, so it's got thousands of features. You can grow your recurring revenue, and it's trusted by over 30,000 people using this website. So some different types of ways that you can use a directory is things like a business directory, member community, local city guide, real estate listings, local classified ads. There's a bunch of different themes that you can choose from. You just pick whatever theme you want. So you can see here what some of the themes look like. So if you're trying to, let's say, start a business for finding service providers. You can create a searchable member listing, you can sell leads to members, you can do instant email notifications, all these different features. And it shows you some different types of popular industries that would use service providers, things like home services, medical, wellness, legal, insurance, wedding, finance, beauty, pet services. So they're giving you a bunch of different ideas that you could create for a local directory. Another type of way is local city directory. So create a business directory for your local city or region, publish a local listing, hotspots, deals, events, news, general information, optimize for your local community. So some popular website types that do local city directories are Yellow Pages, TripAdvisor, local community directories, travel guides. And the ways that you can make money with a local city directory are things like free and paid business listings. You can collect business reviews for different businesses. You can sell banner advertisements, Google Maps integrations. You can also create memberships. So simplify tasks for your entire member organization, manage members, post events, publish news, send emails, and more. So types of people using these types of membership themes would be things like Chamber of Commerce, alumni, parent-teacher organizations, political, nonprofits, foundations, charities, religious institutions, and more. And then they show some different ways that you can make money and some different features of that. And lastly, we have classifieds and real estate listings. So allow members to post content directly to your website, such as classified ads, real estate listings, jobs, open houses, and more. List items and properties to buy, rent, or sell. So some similar types of directories would be Craigslist, Zillow, OfferUp, Nextdoor, Eventbrite, Kijiji, Indeed, Retail Me Not, Redfin, and more. So again, some different ways that you can set up a directory business. And then they show some of the different features that you can do with Brilliant Directories. Things like building membership plans, adding staff, sending emails, promoting events, setting up recurring subscriptions, capturing and selling leads, doing fully integrated SEO, posting job listings, etc., etc. You can do this all within Brilliant Directories. Now, before you go and start paying $145 a month for this tool, I've got a surprise for you. You can pay $89 once and never have to pay again to get access to Brilliant Directories. I know it sounds too good to be true, but if you've never used AppSumo before, it's a platform where different software companies can sell lifetime memberships to their software. Typically, people are listing on AppSumo when they're early stage companies or they're just trying to get users to test out and start using their software more. But you can see that Brilliant Directories has 809 public reviews and it's got 5 tacos or 5 stars. And when you scroll down, you can choose whatever tier works best for you. So the deal term and conditions, you get lifetime access to Brilliant Directories, all future website plan updates. If the plan name changes, the deal will be mapped to the new plan with all the accompanying updates. There's no codes, no stacking, just choose whatever plan is best for you. And there's a 60-day money back guarantee. So you can try it, test it out for 2 months. And if you don't like it, you can get all of your money back, no questions asked. So on the lowest tier plan for $89, you get all the features above, plus you get 1 lifetime website. You can have up to 250 members on your directory, 50 instant business records, sell digital downloads, member-only content, easy coupon codes, free trial periods, billing reminder emails. When you move up to tier 2, you get 1,000 members, 500 instant business records, and then you get some additional features like tax and VAT manager, click to call, Google sitemap generator, featured article slider, and pay per post. When you move up to tier 3 for $299, you get 10,000 members, 1,000 instant business records, and then things like private member chat, pin featured posts, reply to reviews, announcement bar, Facebook and Google login, filter by star rating, global website search, 14-day website backups, and claimable listings. If you're a baller, for $700, the top tier plan, you get up to 100,000 members, 10,000 instant business records, and then some additional features like developer tools, Zapier integration, webhook support, ChatGPT content creator, and a stock photo library. So you can see on Brilliant Directories, they sell this lifetime deal for $1,450 one time, and it gives you basically everything that we talked about, the 100,000 members, 1,000 built-in features, easy payment processing, etc., etc. So by getting it on AppSumo, you get it for half the price. The thing with AppSumo is these deals don't last forever. There's deals always disappearing. For example, if I click on ending soon, you can see all these different tools that are going to be going away, and you don't know if they're ever going to be coming back. So when you purchase Brilliant Directories, this is what your login page is going to look like, and they have a very easy way to be able to get started. So all we need to do is click on Begin Setup Wizard, and we can do things like adding in our website name. We can say what our website is and who are the types of people that will be on our website. We can choose whatever theme we want in one click. So they have a bunch of different templates already made for you that look really nice. You put your localization settings and formats, and then you can invite whoever you want to your team, and that will complete the setup for your account. So when you go through the setup and you pick your template, you'll be able to go to your website right away. And this is what mine looks like based on the template that I chose. So you can see here just how good it looks. We have things like the sample members. We have some different type of effects on our blog articles that we can create. People can click on join our site today. If they click on this, it'll take them to the checkout page. So you can see here the different types of plans that people can pick. If I click on member directory, you can see this is what ours looks like in this template that they gave us. So we have things like the phone number, we can view the listing for this member, and this is what the listing for our member looks like. So things like a contact and overview, specialties, review. I honestly think that this directory looks even better than the last one that we're looking at with the Good Therapy. Here's what the Good Therapy and our website look side by side. And here's just a few more examples of actual people's businesses set up with brilliant directories. So this person has selectbraces.com. So it's an orthodontist directory. So you can click on here and you can see that they have, again, all their different locations. If we click on Alabama, so there's 124 orthodontists in Alabama that have signed up on this website. And this person's strategy is a little bit different. You can see here, it says list your practice for free. So they have some different tiers that they created. So there's the always free, so you can get listed, only one location. And then if you pay $25 a month, you'll be able to get some extra features. And then for $30 a month, you get a lot of features, things like linking to your website, link to your social profile. So everything that you typically would want from a directory really just makes sense if you're paying $30 a month. So it doesn't really make sense to pay $25. So paying $30 would make the most sense. It's kind of like when you go to a movie theater and the medium popcorn is just a few cents, maybe $1 cheaper than the large. So it just makes sense getting the large because you're just going to get so much more from it. So this is just one example. Here's another example. This person has a cash home buyer directory, and you can see different people here are listing for cash home buyers, and cash buyers can join today. So this is how they price their directory. And then we have this one, which is a local business. So living local and around St. Pete, Florida. And you can see here, they just talk about local business things, activities that you can do, and some of their sponsors. So they actually do sponsors for their directory. And you can list your business today, and they have some different types of packages. So instead of doing a monthly, they do, let's say, a yearly. So you can pay $100 a year, $150, $250, or $600 if you're a sponsor. So they have some people paying $600 a year to get sponsored on the website. So now I'm going to show you a strategy that you can use to grow your directory business. Now I'm going to use a Google Maps scraper to pull a bunch of data from Google. I'm going to use this tool that's on AppSumo. It's the Google Maps scraper. It's a one-time purchase of $119, and it allows us to be able to scrape Google Maps. So when you log into the tool, you click on services, and I'm going to go down to use cases. I'm going to do local intelligence and then Google Maps scraper. That's going to take us to this tool right here. So then we can search for different types of businesses that maybe we're trying to scrape from Google. So things like doctors, dentists, beauty salon, restaurants. Maybe we want to start a directory for massage therapists. So I'm just going to click on, let's say, massage therapists, and then we can select whatever our country is. I'm going to say United States, and then I'm just going to look up one specific state. So let's just say Florida, and I'm just going to select, say, all of Florida. And if we want, we can do custom locations. So I'm actually just going to say, I just want the massage therapist in Tampa. Scrolling down, we can choose what type of information we want. So I obviously want phone numbers. It says we can validate emails. I'm just going to uncheck that for validating. I'm going to ignore the ones that don't have any email addresses, and then delete email duplicates. And then I'm just going to click on get data. It says the rough estimate is going to be $300 and that the rough cost will be $1.38. So with the lifetime deal on AppSumo, we actually get $30 of credits every month. So this one's only going to cost $1.38. So I'm just going to click on confirm, and then we can click on the task page, and it'll say how long it takes for the information to get scraped. With this task, if we wanted to, we could actually click over here and we can have the task repeat, let's say every month. So maybe we want to do that to see what new businesses have been added every month, and we can just update our database. All right, so it just took a few minutes for it to compile that data for us. So I went ahead and downloaded it. Then what you're going to want to do is just take that Excel file and put it into Google Sheets. Go ahead and open the file. And then what I like to do is I just go up to File and then Save as Google Sheet. I'd rather have it as a Google Sheet than as an Excel file. And then we're going to be overloaded with data. As you can see here, there's a lot of data here on massage therapists in Tampa. It can be a little overwhelming, but don't worry. What we're going to do at this step is we're just going to clean the data, which means we're just going to take out the information that we need and basically get rid of the rest that we don't. So the information that we need are things like names, phone numbers, emails, and those are really the most important things: name, phone number, email. But it might also be useful to have their website, social media, and we can take all that information that's from this sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the top left, and then I'm going to double click, and that's going to open up all of our rows just like that. So now I can more easily see all of our data. And then going through, we can see some of the important information. So we have things like the name of the business, we have the website of the business, We also have things like the city, we have the company LinkedIn page, the company Facebook page, we have their phone number, and then we also have their email. And for simplicity's sake, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to drag over all the information that I want to the front of my sheet. So things like their email, the city, their name, and their phone number. And then when you click on filter, I just also want to make sure that we're not getting in any cities that are not Tampa. So you can see here, we got Denver, Dublin, and a few places that somehow got picked up by the scraper. Scrapers aren't perfect, so sometimes they'll pick up data that's not supposed to be there. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those selected rows. And now we have only the locations that are in Tampa. When I scroll down, I can see some of the locations don't have the city there. So I just want to make sure that these are actually located in Tampa. So I just highlighted those rows and I'm just going to scroll through and see for the address, if the address is actually in Tampa. So just going down, it looks like Tampa, 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 Tampa. There's a couple here that don't have Tampa. So maybe what I'll just do is I'll just delete these ones. So everything else looks like it is in Tampa. So I'm just going to scroll down and put all of these as Tampa as well. So obviously you could stop here. You could take all these phone numbers and call and text them or email these people individually and offer your services to them. But because I'm lazy and I like automations to work for me rather than me doing the work, I'm going to be using this other tool called High Level. High Level, it's an all-in-one business tool and it has a lot of the features that you would need to be able to grow your business. So things like a CRM, unlimited sales funnels, website builder, survey forms, email marketing, text message marketing, booking appointments, workflow automations, courses, call tracking, reputation management, tracking analytics, communities, document signing, and the list goes on. There's a lot of features within High Level. I have another video where I go into detail, but this is the tool that I'm going to be using for this last step of the process. For most everything that you need, it's $97 a month, unless you wanted some of the extra bells and whistles that come with the higher tier packages. But for most people, $97 is going to work. On their website, they have a 14-day free trial, but if you use my link, you'll get an extended 30-day free trial. And I have a lot of automations that I'll be able to import directly into your account, as well as some other bonuses. There's a video that goes into detail on the page of everything extra that I give you, just as a thank you for using my link. So when you create your High Level account, what you're going to do is you're going to click on contacts, and I'm going to import all of those contacts that we just got from our web scrape. So I'm going to click on import contacts, upload a file, and then I want to upload that CSV that we just downloaded from Google. I'm going to click on next. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to select the information that we want to pass over into our CRM in High Level. So we want things like the name, the phone number, email, and then I'm going to look up website and we're going to pass over the website. I'm going to click on don't import data in unmatched columns, click on next. We can change the name of this import. I'm going to click on advanced and then we're going to add a tag. And then I'm just going to name this tag Tampa Massage Therapist. Create the tag like that, check this box, and then click on submit. I'm going to click on view the progress of this, and then we can click on view details, and then it says that it's complete. When we go over to the contacts, now we're going to have all of the contacts that we just pulled from Google Maps. So you can see here, now we have all these new contacts that have just been added to our database. Now that we have all the contacts in our database, I'm going to click on automation, and we're going to create a very simple automation to do the outreach for us. So I'm going to click on create workflow and just start from scratch because this is going to be, again, very simple. I'm going to name this workflow Tampa Massage Outreach for Directory. If you've never created an automation before, don't worry. This is very easy. Just take a deep breath and I'll walk you through exactly how you can do this. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have a click trigger. So a trigger is going to be what's going to activate this workflow. Because I'm going to be importing the contacts that we just added to this workflow, I'm not going to technically create a trigger for this, but a trigger could be things like a tag being added or something changing to the contact that will trigger this automation to start. So once all of our contacts, the massage therapists, have been added to this automation, first thing that I want to do is create a wait step. So this wait step is just going to allow us a little bit of time before that automation starts. So I'm just going to say for 10 minutes, people are going to wait here before they move on to the next step. So this gives me a little bit of time to just go in and make sure that everything is working correctly. Once they're at that wait step, they're going to be waiting here for 10 minutes. And then what I want to do is I want to send an SMS. So all I'm going to say is, hey, I just created a directory for massage therapists to help them get more business. I'm offering free membership for the first 100 members. Would you be interested in being listed in the Tampa directory? So if I like how it looks, I'm just going to click on save action. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another wait step, and I'm going to have this be for, let's say, 1 day. I'm going to change the wait for, and then we're going to do contact reply. So what this means is we're going to wait for a reply of the contact to our text message. And then we're going to wait for them to reply to the SMS text message. And I'm just going to rename this to be Outreach 1. And then I'm just going to rename this wait 1 day for Outreach 1. Then we're going to do an if-else statement. So if the contact reply, and if the contact has replied, so I'm going to say if contact replied, then they're going to go over here. And if they did not reply, then they would go over here. I'm going to add another wait step. So we're going to say for, let's say, 999 days, because maybe I just want to put them here for now. So if they reply, leave them here. And if they don't reply, I'm just going to add another text message, and I'm going to say follow up 1. And then this is just going to be a question mark, just saying, hey, did you get the last message? And then I'm going to add, obviously, one more wait step, and I'm going to add a contact reply to follow up. Wait for follow up 1 response. And if they do respond, I just want them to go to over here. And just to recap, because I know automations can be a little confusing if you've never used them before, we created a workflow, so an automation that will trigger when we add people to this. So it's going to start when we add all of our contacts that we just scraped into this automation. And what it's going to do is it's going to add them all here, and they're going to wait for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, they'll move on to this first text message, and everybody who was added to this automation will receive this text message. Then after that text message has been sent, everybody's automatically going to go right here, and it's going to wait for 1 day to see if they respond. If the people respond within 1 day, they're going to go over to here, and they're just going to wait for 999 days. And we can do whatever we want with those contacts in the future, or we can add them to pipelines, and there's some extra stuff that we can do. I don't want to overcomplex it for you, but we're just going to move them to right here. And if they don't respond, then we're going to follow up with them, and we're just going to leave a question mark. Then they're going to automatically move to right over here, and they're just going to wait until they respond to this text message. If they never respond to this text message, to this question mark, they'll just stay here. But if they do respond to that question mark, then they'll get moved over to here, and we know that they've responded. So that's the whole automation. Obviously, we could make this more complex. We could do things like voicemail drops and adding emails and adding them to a pipeline, etc., etc. But just for simplicity's sake, just to show you how an automation works, this is a simple text message outreach automation that you could very easily start yourself. Once the people respond, very simply, they would show up in your conversations tab over here, and you can then message the people who have been responding to you. And it would also show up on your phone if you downloaded the app for High Level, so you could just text people directly from there. Again, I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you did sign up for the free trial, you will get access to my course where I go really in depth into all things High Level, setting up automations. I give you all of my automations that I use to grow to over 7 figures in my businesses, and I'll walk you through how to be able to set them up. And I also have things like coaching and stuff like that if you do sign up for one of the higher tier packages of High Level, but you'll get access to the community and support, and I'm just here to be able to help you be able to grow your business using a tool like High Level, because it's a tool that I use in my business.
I am your biggest fan. I try to apply your methods and principles to every aspect of my life.
If you want to see lifetime deals on cool new software just like this one before they disappear, then turn on notifications and watch this video next to see another lifetime deal before it goes away.